Hey Spectrum, Arik and Natalie here with some noise for this week.
Let's jump right into some announcements. Starting off, Spectrum Science and Engineering Club will be starting March 8th.
To join, have a parent go to Infinite Campus and sign up under the school store. If you have any questions, contact Miss Ruby.
Spring is just around the corner, meaning it's warming up to our spring sports season. If you are interested in baseball, softball, golf, or track, it would do you well to attend the spring sports meeting on Monday, March 7th at 6:30 p.m. in the high school gym.
All athletes are required to attend, preferably with a parent. There, you will receive information about start dates, competitions, practices, and all that good jazz. I'm always amazed at the amount of talented people here at Spectrum.
When it comes to talented people here at Spectrum, we really can't turn a blind eye to the amount of artistic and musical ability on full display all over our school.
I agree. I always enjoy hearing our school choir sing. I think singing really brings people together.
Which leads me to our next special news segment with Ruby and Belle. Take it away, ladies.
Never
Gonna.
give
You.
Never. Gonna.
let
You.
Down.
Never. Gonna.
Run.
Around. And. Dessert.
You. Never.
Gonna.
Make.
You. Cry.
Never. Gonna. Say.
Goodbye.
Never. No.
Lie. And.
Hurt.
You.
Never.
Gonna.
give
You. Never. Gonna.
let
You.
Down.
Never. Gonna.
Run.
Around. And. Dessert.
You. Never.
Gonna.
Make.
You. Cry.
Ever. Gonna. Say.
Goodbye.
Never. Gonna.
Tell. Lie. And.
Hurt.
You.
Great segment, special news crew.
One thing that may need advertising is the most recent COVID variant, Omicron.
Wait, there's another variant? We're gonna send it off to a story about that while I go stockpile hand sanitizer. Take it away, Arik and Ethan.
Over these past 2 years, COVID has been an issue and has come in many different forms. For example, the Delta wave. But recently, there's been a new wave that has emerged that is different from the rest.
So, what we know about viruses is they can mutate over time, and so that's how you get new strains or variants. I like to think of viruses like little copy machines because they're always making copies of themselves in order to reproduce. And when a virus makes a copy, sometimes random changes can occur within the DNA. If enough of these changes happen over time, that's how you end up with a new strain of the virus. And I think we're all familiar with the newest variant of COVID, which is Omicron.
So, this begs the question, if this variant of the virus is different, what symptoms should we look out for?
Omicron is similar to the original COVID virus in some ways. Like, we are still seeing a lot of patients with that cough and the sore throat, fever, body aches, fatigue. But we are seeing some differences. This strain tends to linger in the nose and the throat. So it tends to act more like a head cold or a sinus infection. Most patients infected with Omicron begin with that dry, scratchy throat, the headache, the runny nose. We aren't seeing as many severe respiratory cases. We're not seeing as many high fevers, and we're also not seeing as many patients with that significant loss of taste or smell.
With COVID, as we as a school know, it can affect school and other activities.
Schools, they just have a lot of people in close quarters, and it's a really good place for the virus to spread. So that's going to impact all aspects of the school system. Thankfully, the symptoms tend to be less severe for those that are vaccinated. So the hope is that if we do get COVID, we will recover okay and we'll be able to get back to school and work.
According to the CDC, vaccinations are highly effective at preventing severe illness, hospitalizations, and death.
So here's how we explained how it works to patients in the vaccine clinic. The COVID virus itself was found to have little crown-like spikes on its surface, and these are called spike proteins. So what the vaccine does is it contains a little messenger RNA, which is sort of a genetic material, and that little messenger teaches our bodies how to make copies of these proteins. So those copies that are made in our body, they're broken down and they're removed from our bodies. But now, if we are exposed to the real virus later, our immune system will be able to recognize it and will be able to fight it off.
Us here in Noise News hope that you all are safe. This has been Evan and Arik. Back to you. You know, the best thing you can do in a pandemic is to stay informed.
For once, Arik says something that makes sense. This has been Natalie,
And Arik.
keeping you in on the noise. I can't believe you can't do alliteration.
You can't.